Got it. There it is. Yep. Yep. All right. Hey, Shalom.
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 First and foremost, as always, want to start by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to
Yahweh,
Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Wadash. Hey, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, and a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopefully let Akim out there pushing this word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai has created us to do, so he can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, and also you Israelites who are scattered amongst the heathen nations that may look like the heathen nations, but your father's seed line of your lineage goes back to you being a so-called black, Hispanic, Native American, and Seminole Indian, one of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Hey, Shalom. It's your brothers from the GMS Denver camp. We got special guests from the El Paso camp, man.
Yep. Brother Yawasop.
Brother, now.
Yeah, man. So we got together tonight to do a quick live stream, man, and do what we created to do. Uplift and exalt the name of the Almighty God Yahweh through his son Yahweh Shai. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start in 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 10, because and the title of this live is gonna be basically Jacob's fighting for something that's gonna be erased. Because the mindset of our people, the majority of our people, is to continue on in Esau's system, man. When that's not going to be the end all be all according to the Most High's will. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is about to erase Esau's entire system off the map, man. And that's what it has to be for us to come into the fullness of the kingdom of heaven. You see, there's not going to be two nations of people sitting on the throne, because that's not what the Most High is foreordained to come to pass. The Edomites are going down, and the Israelites are about to be raised up into power, and Esau's end is going to be very violent, man. So let's get that real quick. 2 Peter 3 and 10.
This is 2 Peter 3 and 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up.
So this is what? This is the end of Esau's empire. The great day of the Lord is the end of Esau's rulership. And it's going to be very violent. It's going to go out with that fervent heat in the form of what? Those ICBMs raining down, man. This is what's coming to the land of America. You see? Esau is going down in a spectacular fashion, and it's going to come as a thief in the night to all of our people who want this place to continue on, because they're not looking for the end of this place, because their hope is fully set in America continuing on forever, when that's not the Most High's will. You see, they're doing everything in their power they can to fight against the truth of the Lord coming out, hoping that that's going to change something, but it's not, man. The Most High's ordained this from the beginning, and this is what's going to come to pass. What's up?
I appreciate it.
You got it.
All right. The book of Revelation, chapter 18, and verse 18. It says, and they cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? And they cast dust on their heads, cried, weeping and wailing, saying, alas, alas, that great city, wherein we were made rich, all that had ships in the sea, by reason of her cautiousness, for in 1 hour is she made desolate. Rejoice over her, thou heaven and ye holy apostles and prophets, for the Most High have avenged you on her. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all.
And that's the fate of America, man, to be destroyed in a very violent fashion. And it's going to result in this place being turned into what? The lake of fire. Not this BS that these guys at Genesis is talking about, a strip of land that's going to be burned in the promised land and be made desolate. No, man, America is going to be the lake of fire. Where you dudes are going to be left at, because you're spewing this madness, because you want America to continue on. You see, you got your little bag, and that's your consolation now. All the truth of what it really is goes out of the window. No, man. America's the lake of fire. America's going to be thrown out with great violence in the visitation of our Lord Yahweh Shai, man. ICBMs raining.
If I may say something as well, it said that the prophets, the holy apostles and prophets will rejoice. So we're supposed to be looking forward to this.
Yep.
Okay. Jake over here talking about, praying that this don't happen. All right, these black Christians I rebuke that in the name of Jeebus.
Yeah.
You supposed to be looking forward to this, man.
You even got Israelites talking about, oh, we could be here for another 20, 30 years. You got niggas talking about we're gonna be here for another 1,000 years. That's because they don't want the will of the Most High to come to pass, because their mind is fully set in this place continuing on. Shows you that they basically become enemies to the Lord, man. They're anti-messiahs.
A quick set right away. This is Proverbs chapter 13, verse 13. Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed, but he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded. So basically, hey, all of y'all that don't want the prophecies to come to pass, man, y'all gonna be destroyed. Every single one of you Israelites that's caught up here, y'all gonna get hit with those nukes, man, if you make it that far, man. You know, this Babylon the Great, America, is destined to be destroyed, and there's nothing any of you could do to stop it.
That's right. Because what? This is what the Most High foreordained from the beginning. And at the end of the day, the Most High tells you, man, He's declared the end from the beginning. It was always set for America to go out this way. It was always set for the fullness of the Most High's wrath to be poured out on this place, and the wickedness, the wicked people in it. Just because you don't believe it doesn't mean it's going to change it. Romans 3:3, man. You see, this is going to be done. And all of you Israelites who are coming up against the men of the Lord that are speaking the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you have made yourself an enemy, and you're going to be left here to be destroyed. You Israelites who are taking a bag, you who are remixing the doctrine. You got guys out here talking about now we shouldn't be on the street corners talking about Jacob and Esau. Nigga, what? That's the two main characters in the story.
Right.
What are you talking about? All you dudes who are moving in this spirit and all you who are following them, you're going to be left here to be melted with that fervent heat, man. You see, Babylon the Great, which is the lake of fire. What you got?
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 34, verse 16, and it says, "Seek ye out of the book of the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, and read. No one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate. For my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered them." So the book of the Lord is the Bible, right? And no one of these shall fail. It's talking about no one of these prophecies shall fail, including the destruction of America, Babylon the Great. All right, you can pray to white Jesus all you want to. It's gonna come to pass, man.
And it can't fail because what? The Most High can't be made a liar. He said this what it was going to be from the beginning. It has to be that. He's not going to alter it. He's not going to change it because that will make him a liar. And we know, let me get this real quick. Numbers 23:19, it says, "The Most High is not a man that he should lie, neither the son of man that he should repent. Hath he said, and shall he not do it? Or hath he spoken, and shall he not make it good?" So if the Most High say that America is going to be destroyed by great nuclear fire, and the majority of the people are going to be left to be destroyed in it, guess what has to happen? Exactly what he said is going to be. And guess what? He spoke that from the beginning. So it's all playing out. It's all leading up to the greatest destruction the world has ever seen, man. So why are you trying to continue on in the place that's going to be destroyed? You see? And it all goes back to a lack of fear and unbelief, man.
Yeah, I got something right quick. All right, going into, like you said, you got these Israelites, black Christians, praying for this not to come to pass, man. But this is Amos 6 in the NLT. I'm gonna read verses 1-3. It says, "What sorrow awaits you who lounge in luxury in Jerusalem?" You said the reason why these jakes don't want to get out of here is because they done took the Judas purse. Niggas sitting on 150 million. They sitting on 4 million at the 501c3. So they in luxury.
So that's why when you're asked the question of how long we have before the Lord comes back, oh, we got another 20, 30 years.
Right.
He's saying 20, 30 years because he hoping he gonna be dead before then.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But ain't no escaping the Lord in life or in death.
Yeah, exactly.
But I got a lot more meat on that.
You got it?
Amos 6:1. "What sorrow awaits you who lounge in luxury in Jerusalem, and you who feel secure in Samaria? You are famous and popular in Israel, and people go to you for help. But go over to Calneh and see what happened there. Then go to the great city of Hamath and down to the Philistine city of Gath. You are no better than they were, and look at how they were destroyed. You push away every thought of coming disaster, but your actions only bring the day of judgment closer." Okay, so he said that they live in security, all right, and they thinking a lot of these jakes, they in the mindset of that Zephaniah 1:12, the Lord will not do good, neither will he do evil. Okay, like you said, they don't really fear the Lord. They don't think these things are gonna come to pass, man.
And it mentioned Jerusalem and Samaria. So northern and southern kingdom are in this spirit, man. Right. You see? of thinking that this shit is going to continue on forever, of thinking that this is what it's going to be for the rest of time, because they have no hope in anything else, man, because the Most High has revealed his truth unto them. They're still in darkness. So when we come with the light of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai and let them know what it's going to be according to biblical prophecy, according to what the Most High has spoken, they have a problem with it. They can't get with it because what? Nah, this is what it is right here. This is our heaven. This is our end all be all. So guess what they're doing? They're fighting there tomorrow. When they come out of camp, you bum ass niggas, once you get a job,
Right.
once you go get a bag, because what? That's all they got on their minds, man.
Right.
But they're trusting in these uncertain riches. That shit is going to be evaporated soon. You see? You got another one?
Yeah, come on. All right. Yep. So you mentioned something. You said that now the light is out there. They hate the light. They hate the light because their deeds are evil. Because when we talk about judgment, all right, if you have upright spirit, you see all these crooks, these criminals, these thieves, these drug dealers, these dope boys, these 304s. They living good, right? And they do all this wickedness. When is the righteous going to be rewarded, man? So you should be looking forward to this time. All right, this is 2 Ezra 7:43. It says, "But the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality for it to come, wherein corruption is past, intemperance is at an end, infidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown, and truth is sprung up."
So that's the spirit you Israelites should. This is what you should be looking for. You should be looking for the day of doom to happen, because we know that's the end of our suffering, the end of wickedness reigning in the earth, man. You should be looking for the incorruption to be done away with. You should be looking for the kingdom where indwelleth righteousness. You should be looking for the salvation, man. You should be hoping for the Most High's will to come to pass.
And there's a little bit, verse 45. It says, "Then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed, nor to oppress him that have gotten victory." Okay, so that's the light. That's something that you should be looking forward to. But the reason why Jake ain't looking forward to that, they're not looking at the light, and they looking at his darkness, is because they know that they wicked. Their deeds are evil. Mm-hmm. All right, so they know that when the judgment comes, they're gonna get caught up in it. So like a crook, if we prophesy and we say the Lord gonna destroy all the thieves, if you're not a thief, you're not gonna get offended by that. Yep. But if you're a thief and you know I've been stealing, and we talking about you, then you're gonna say, "Fuck you, nigga, the Lord ain't gonna do it." You see what I'm saying? So
not my God.
Right.
Not my God.
Exactly. These niggas, they want to be able to stay in sin and do what the hell they want to do and do wickedness and get away with it. That's what Esau is allowed to do. When he talk about freedom and liberty and for all, and he say justice, but we know ain't no justice in this society, man. When he say liberty and freedom for all, he talking about freedom to be wicked. Okay, a woman could have a husband and she just wake up one day and say, "You know what? That nigga feet too big. I'm gonna go fuck the gardener." And she gonna, you know what I'm saying? His teeth is a little too yellow.
Yeah.
And she gonna go fuck the gardener, take everything that he owned, and now he gotta go move into a small ass apartment, and that's okay because the law said they can do that. The so-called law of this land.
They love this shit, man.
They love
Jay
it,
should
man.
be tired of that shit, man. Jay should be tired of that shit right now, man.
Let me grab this real quick. This is John 3:18. It says, "He that believeth on him is not condemned," talking about the Lord Yahweh Shai. And that's what we're doing. We're believing upon the Lord, man. You see? So we're not in the same spirit or on the same vibration as the majority of our people in this world who want this world to continue on. Because if you believe in Yahweh Shai, you have to believe in everything that comes with believing in Yahweh Shai. You see? And it's all about righteousness being fulfilled, the Most High's will being fulfilled. And you have to be fully okay with the will of the Most High coming to pass, including America being destroyed, man, and Esau and the heathen nations going into slavery. That's right. Well, man, we're seeing a fucking uptick in unbelieving Israelites. Hey, the other Manatazabah is putting that on display every day, showing you how many Israelites don't believe, man. So that's why when it goes down and the judgment comes, we can't feel sorry for these people, man. You see? Because it's not like the message hasn't gone out. They just haven't believed it. Who shall believe our report, right?
Yeah, I got a quick one. Oh, you still going?
I got some more. This is John 3:18. It says, "He that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already, because he have not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of the Most High." Verse 19. "And this is the condemnation, that light is come into the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. For everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved. But he that doeth truth cometh to the light, that his deeds may be made manifest, that they are wrought in the Most High." So this is why we don't have no problem with the Most High's will coming to pass, because we're dwelling in light. We want it to happen. We're praying We are praying every day for the will of the Lord to come to pass. What do you think we're doing when we're sending up that Our Father's prayer, man? We're praying every day for the Most High's will to be done on earth as it is in heaven. We're not like the majority of our people out here who want to continue to eat abominations, man. Who want to continue to commit abominations. So when you bring out the truth, they frown up at it. They got an attitude about it. They don't want to follow Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai in all truth and sincerity, man, because they're in darkness. But that shit is going to get your ass erased right along with Babylon the Great, man. You see? You're going to be left in this fire just like the inhabitants of Sodom and Gomorrah. What you got more?
All right, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 58 and verse 10. It says, the righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked. So, what you holding that?
I was thinking about that earlier. Go ahead.
So yeah, man, we gonna rejoice at the downfall of this place, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't want this shit to continue on anymore, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, I was just thinking about that earlier today at the job, at the plantation. Like, Lord, how long? How long, Lord? Please just end this shit.
Vex, man. If you're walking in the light, it makes you vexed. You want order to be set up, man. You see?
You want to see righteous judgment be carried out, you know, on our enemies, man.
Because we walking through this place 24/7, judging everything that we see. That's out of order. She shouldn't be out here wearing that. These two dudes shouldn't be holding hands like that. No, you can't be eating no damn conch. You know, y'all know what conch is, right?
Yeah,
Y'all can't be eating that shit. You can't be eating niggas like he having fucking eating what's the shit? Mud dads or mud in Louisiana.
Mud skippers or something?
No.
My boudin?
No. It's like crawfish.
Oh, crawfish. Oh, yeah.
For mud bugs.
Oh, yeah.
Niggas like here having mud bug boils, but when you tell them, hey, no, you can't be eating that shit, man.
Right.
See, this is what we're doing on a daily basis, and it, bro, it's like we judging everything that we see because we're walking in the light, man. You see?
Right. Hey, what is the scripture?
No, go ahead.
And one more group.
Yeah,
this is verse 11. It says, so that a man shall say, verily, there is a reward for the righteous. Verily, he is a power that judgeth in the earth. Righteous judgment, man.
Yep. God.
And the majority of our people are reprobates, man. You go to that word reprobate, it goes into having no understanding of good or evil. You see? So that's why they're in love with this false Christian doctrine of love. You can love it. Love is love. You can love anybody, and God loves everybody because it has no type of standard to it, man. You see, there's no standard of righteousness in the pagan Christian church. We're starting to see ain't no standard of righteousness amongst you false groups either, man. You see?
Right.
Yep.
Go ahead, bro.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. This is Jeremiah 12 and 1. Righteous art thou, O Yahweh, when I plead with thee. Yet let me talk with thee of thy judgments. Wherefore doeth the way of the wicked prosper?
Hold up. Okay. Read that again. Read that part again.
Yep. Jeremiah 12 and 1. Righteous art thou, O Yahweh, when I plead with thee. Yet let me talk with thee of thy judgments.
And that's what was we not going into having faith and talking to the Most High the other night in our lesson?
Yeah.
This is what you're supposed to be doing, man. Sitting down and having conversations with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai in the spirit. You see? Lord, you gotta take this shit out. Motherfuckers down here committing adultery. They out here scamming people. You know what I'm saying? Doing everything that you said not to do. We are talking to the Heavenly Father about these things, man. We're talking to Yahweh Shai about these things.
Hey, that's part of the sign and crying for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
God.
It talks about in Ezekiel 9, verse 4 and 5.
Being taxed on tax, man. we crying out about because they ain't supposed to be taxing us as Israelites. Don't the Most High say you're not supposed to use usury against his people? But we being taxed 4 times before you get your check, and everything that you pay for in this society is a tax on it. So it's many reasons why this place is going to be erased, man. You see? There's many reasons why this place is going to be turned into that lake of fire that we read about in the book of Revelation. You got it, bro.
Yep. Starting from the top again, Jeremiah 12 and 1. Righteous art thou, O Yahweh, when I plead with thee. Yet let me talk with thee of thy judgments. Wherefore, meaning for what reason doeth the way of the wicked prosper? Wherefore are all they happy that deal very treacherously? Thou hast planted them, yea, they have taken root, they grow, yea, they bring forth fruit. Thou art near in their mouth and far from their reins. So these niggas, even these Edomites, they say, praise God.
Praise Jesus.
If loving Jesus right, I don't want to be wrong. You know what I'm saying? You know, I said it backwards, but you get what I'm saying, right? Verse 3 though, Jeremiah 12:3. But thou, O Yahweh, knowest me. Thou hast seen me and tried my heart towards thee. Pull them out like the sheep for the slaughter, and prepare them for the day of slaughter.
And that's what's about to happen, because it says in that verse above that what? You're not in their reigns, man. You're not in their mind. We say it all the time. When do you think these people had a thought toward the Most High according to righteousness?
Oh,
Woman,
bro.
what's up?
I was just meditating on that today.
Yeah.
I was going on the video of this woman crying about all the 106 million women that lost their jobs, black women that lost their jobs. Bro.
Hey,
And I was sitting there because I said, hey, the only time, what I said the other night, the only time is when they're going to jail, something bad happening. Bro, this woman is going through all this shit, and not one single time did she try to even like mention God or the Creator. Not one single thing, bro. I was like, bro, and I was like, damn, bro. These Twitters really ain't thinking about, how about Shimmy outside?
No
way are they trying to even search for his face.
And you know what? You said something significant, because they catching hell and they still not thinking about the Lord, man.
Yep.
These things are supposed to be scourges for a minute.
I was just thinking that.
But the unjust knoweth no shame. When the Lord brings these different judgments down, and it could be a major judgment, the Lord can split your damn wig, or it could be something like you just losing your job. You're supposed to be thinking to yourself, who's the one who provides sustenance? Who's the one that's causing all these things to happen? Because the Lord, He in control of whether you sleep on a king-size bed or whether your ass on a park bench. But these people, even in their suffering, they're not really thinking about the Lord. That's why He's got to make it so bad in this society that they have no choice but to recognize this is some kind of cosmic, supernatural judgment. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't like that, these niggas gonna be niggas until the Lord shed their damn blood, man.
And to tell you a second, age of 16, even then, they're not gonna consider.
Right, Revelation 6.
That's crazy.
The end of it, Revelation 6, it said all those that survived, they repented not of their robberies, their murders, their idolatry. They still gonna just do what the hell they want to do. All right, so like I said, a lot of people, man, they sick. They out of there. They just got to be deleted.
That's it.
I have a quick one, Baba Shah, before it goes. This is Isaiah 1:3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel do not know, my people do not consider.
You know what's funny that you read that? See, Jake is, they have a zeal for the Most High, but not according to knowledge. Because they'll go up in a Christian church, but they don't never actually open the Bible to read it to see that the Lord, His Spirit is not in these damn haunted houses. Right. That's number one. Number two, the God that they talking about, that ain't the same God as the one that's written up in the Bible. And God come to save everybody, God love everybody, just do all this wickedness. Motherfucker, have you not read what the scriptures say?
Nope.
Have you not read the prophecies of how when Yahushua come back, He's come to say the Israelites and everybody else gonna get their ass beat? This is not the Messiah that you preach. That's a whole different Yahushua, man. A whole different Jesus, as you call him. All right.
And it's crazy, because the reason they can't see it is because the Most High has them blinded. That they're so blinded that they can't see that they're persecuting us and coming up against us, just like they did with the true believers, man. They can't see it because of the darkness that they're in. Real quick, this is Isaiah 60:1. It says, "Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of Yahweh is risen upon thee." The glory of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is upon us, man. We are the light through the Holy Spirit. We're the ones that have the true wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, breaking these scriptures down the right way. You see, giving you the truth of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua and His will being done. You see, verse 2, it says, "For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But Yahweh Bahasham Yahushua shall arise upon thee, and His glory shall be seen upon thee." And that's what we're seeing, man. The people that come up against us, these unbelievers, they're in gross darkness, man. The majority of our people here in the land of America are in gross darkness. Hell, a lot of Israelites who know they're Israelites are in gross darkness. This is why they're spewing the madness. I'm talking about every camp outside the Great Millstone is remixing the doctrine and not standing upon what's true. Now, Babylon ain't gonna be the lake of fire. We're gonna be here for another 20, 30 years, maybe 1,000 years. You see, we ain't supposed to be talking about Jacob and Esau. He can be saved, Esau can be saved. Right. Now you got y'all Israelites don't believe in nothing. You see, you got these pagan Christian Israelites out here. It's all darkness, man. You see? And none of them understand that what? Hey, the wrath of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is over their head, man.
Hey, brother, I know El Paso got something.
Yeah, this is Psalm 65:4. Blessed is the man whom thou choosest, and cause us to approach unto thee. He may dwell in thy courts. We shall be satisfied with the goodness of thy house, even of thy holy temple.
Right. So blessed is the man whom Yahweh has chosen. Okay, these Christians will tell you, I just gave my heart to Jesus. No, that ain't
1998.
right. That ain't how it go down. The Lord, He got to choose you, as the brother said. That's the reason why they can't get it. All right, now get the next verse, because that next verse about to be cold.
Fifth verse, by terrible things in righteousness wilt thou answer us, O Yahweh of our salvation.
Stop right there for a second. He said, by terrible things in righteousness will thou answer us. So when Yahweh Shemel Shai raise up, He's going to be terrible to the sons of men. That's Psalm 66 and 5. All right, so that's how the Lord going to make Himself known by the terribleness of how He judges these reprobates, these Edomites. All right, keep reading.
Who art the confidence of all the ends of the earth, and of them that are far off upon the sea.
All right, so when He rises up, okay, by terrible things in righteousness will thou answer us. He's going to answer our prayers. Will the Lord not avenge His own elect, which cry day and night? He's going to answer our prayers by doing terrible things to the wicked of the earth, man. The same way they done terrible things in us. All right, and you see that dichotomy there. Okay, He's going to destroy them, but He's the confidence of the hopeful elect, the righteous on the earth. So that's the reason why you see the people of the world right now, they bucking up against the truth, because once again their deeds are evil. They don't want to come near the light, because to them the light is darkness, and that's the conditions of being in a wicked rulership. They call light darkness, darkness light, sweet for bitter, and bitter for sweet. Okay, they tell you in America, Babylon the Great. Okay, they tell you that it's wicked for a man to have more than one woman, but then you got two hard-legged ass niggas walking down the street hugging and kissing.
That's crazy.
Everything backwards in this motherfucker.
That's crazy. They tell you that up on the Esau, man, the entire course of the earth is thrown out. The whole earth is out of course, man.
Right.
Everything Esau does is backwards, man. So guess what? As we come into this age of righteousness, this age of wickedness has to be erased. It has to be taken down. It has to go. And violently it will, man. You see, ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If Yahweh Shai is coming to establish a kingdom where and dwell of righteousness, what has to happen to this kingdom of wickedness? It has to be dismantled. And that's exactly what it's going to be.
I got something.
Something too.
Job 10 and 22. A land of darkness as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death, without any order, and where the light is as darkness.
And that's what? The land of America, man. This is why harsh judgments are coming upon this place the way it's going to come. When you read about those spirits of vengeance in Sirach chapter 39, that's going to be unleashed fully in the earth, but especially here in the land of America, man. The valley of the shadow of death. You see, why is it the valley of the shadow of death? Because there's nothing but wickedness being promoted and propagated in this place. Everywhere you look, everything is in wickedness, man. And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is displeased with this place. And He's displeased with you Israelites who want to continue on in this place. He's especially displeased with you Israelites who are remixing His doctrine, you see, saying things that He didn't say, like America's going to continue on forever. You got Israelites believing that America is a promised land. How do you think the Most High feels about this, man? In this place that completely rebels against Him. This place that has crucified the image of His Son. This place that has been built on the blasphemy. You see? Speaking against the Lord, man. How do you think the Most High feels about this place and you trying to continue on in it?
I got something.
You got another one? Go ahead.
Yeah. This is Daniel 7 and 25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws. And they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and dividing of the time.
And this is talking about Esau, man. You see? Everything the Most High set up as right, Esau said, nah, I can do it better. There's a better way to do it. You see? We can do it this way. Take the seeds out of the fruit. Here's some GMOs.
Right.
You see, shoot these shoot these juices in your body.
Right.
It's gonna help you out. When the Most High made the body to heal itself, man. And then if you kept everything in order with the food, when you eat the food will heal you.
Man, the water. He thinks he could filtrate the water better than Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshua created the system to filtrate the water.
Hey,
This double gotta go.
You notice too, like the Lord, even with the dietary laws, right? The reason why the ocean's so damn dirty is because you taking all the filter system out of the ocean. The reason we ain't supposed to eat crabs, lobster, shrimp, crawfish, none of that, because those are all bottom feeders that clean the ocean. The pig is supposed to clean the land. You put anything in front of a pig, he gonna eat it. He's a natural garbage disposal. Okay, but you told Jake that the whole world they supposed to eat this shit, man. Niggas dying from eating puffer fish and all kind of weird stuff.
Right.
All right, that goes into that great blasphemy that the brother just brought out in Daniel 7:25.
And then you worry why you wonder why your body's malfunctioning. It's because you putting things in it that shouldn't be there. You basically eating fucking vacuum filters, man.
That's right.
You should take some vacuum filters and just eat it with some barbecue sauce on. That's basically what you should do.
Yeah, see, it's written. It was written to Israel in the beginning of time, and you wondering why you walking around with cancer. You see, because it's written, Deuteronomy 14:8. I'll read it to you, and it says, "And the swine, because it divideth the hoof, yet chew not the cud, it is unclean unto you. You should not eat of their flesh, nor touch their dead carcass."
So when it died, when it died, you're not even supposed to touch it. You see, and the thing is, you Israelites are the ones who get fucked up behind this the most, because this was written and directed towards you.
Right.
So this is why you see all these Northern Kingdom Israelites and Southern Kingdom Israelites with these fucking inflated guts, fat ass chins. All they got the highest risk of heart disease and heart failure and diabetes. And all this diabetes, all this different shit y'all suffering from, because these laws were written for you, and you're going against it, man.
Right. Brother, read the Bible, bring out the precepts on what you eat, what you're supposed to eat, what you're not supposed to eat, and then you go in the kitchen and say, "You know the hog
You know,
you know what I'm saying?
you know,
I like pig feet.
that nigga named everything pork. I just realized that shit.
Yeah, bro.
Everything he was named pork.
Everything you ain't supposed to eat. And see,
I want some chillers.
Esau's so wicked that he made these things delicacies in so-called black culture. That's who gave you black culture. All right, that ain't the culture of Jacob originally. All right, and that word black goes into void of light.
Darkness goes back to what we was talking about, man. You living in that darkness, man. You niggas, you cleave unto it.
Yep.
You love to have it so, man.
Yep.
So this is why since you want to continue on in this place that has already been set from the beginning to be completely destroyed, the Most High is going to leave your ass here to melt you, man. He's going to leave you here to destroy you. You see? While that remnant that he's allowing to return back unto him through faith in Yahweh Shai, he's going to bring them up out of this destruction that's coming to bring them in to what he's promised unto their forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. You see?
Yep. On the book of Isaiah chapter 33, and I'm going to start at verse 14. I start at 13, matter of fact. He says, "Hear ye that are far off what I have done, and ye that are near acknowledge my might." So the Lord, he left all these things in the book so we can read it and we can look back. Just like I read in Amos 6. You think you're better than these different cities. You saw how I destroyed them niggas over there. Them crackers over there, I destroyed their ass too.
And what they had in common?
They was all wicked.
All wickedness.
So what makes you think that you are going to get away with it?
Right.
So acknowledge my might. Go ahead.
When it said little leaven up the whole lump.
Right.
So it doesn't matter how little of wicked you think you are, it's still wickedness.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? And these you got 2/3 thinking, well, I ain't that bad. It doesn't matter how bad you think.
Hey, that's a part of that great transgression too, is willful sin. There's a lot of jakes, and it just all goes back to them not fearing the Lord, man. Which is the reason why, was that Jeremiah 5? He said, "Do you not fear me, who set the bounds of the sea by perpetual decree?" That's why, just like we're reading right here, "Hear ye that are far off what I have done, and ye that are near acknowledge my might." The Almighty, Al-Shadja, demon-like power. He ain't called that for no reason. I'm gonna keep reading though. Isaiah 33 and 14, it says, "The sinners in Zion are afraid. Fearfulness have surprised the hypocrites." Ain't gonna be no jiggle trouble, gay.
Oh, man.
Ain't gonna be no missiles. Okay, all right, I'm gonna keep reading.
I forgot they said that shit, huh?
Yeah. It says,
it's so much shit you niggas out here saying, we can't even keep up with all the madness you niggas talking about.
right.
I forgot ISUPK said that shit. Jacob's trouble is gay. Okay.
And they said John the Baptist ain't in the truth.
If John the Baptist is a plate of fish, pass me the hot sauce. Ain't that what that nigga said?
Yeah.
Wow.
He said that shit, right? All right.
Yep. Isaiah 33 and 14.
And he was on one. If I say John the Baptist is a red-tailed squirrel, I'm like, what are you talking about?
Right, right.
What we
Oh,
talking about?
hey, let's not forget. Let's not forget. You know what I would do if I got slapped? I would go down and fuck his wife.
Oh yeah.
This nigga
yeah.
said I'm gonna go down to 125th Street in what Manhattan. I'm gonna get me some pure heroin. I'm gonna fuck that nigga wife. That is wicked, bro. And you know what they did? Instead of nobody said anything, everybody clapped. They said yeah, zombies, bruh.
Bro, I forgot they said all that.
Bruh.
Bro, it's
Zombies,
been
man.
It's been so much madness coming out of you dudes' mouth, bro. It's hard to keep track of all the shit you're talking about, man. Yo,
Drew, I ain't finished yet. I'm gonna finish mine. Isaiah 33 and 14. I'm gonna read 14 through 16 right quick. The sinners in Zion are afraid. Fearfulness has surprised the hypocrites. Who among us shall dwell with the devouring fire? Who among us shall dwell with everlasting burnings? It says, he that walketh righteously and speaketh uprightly, he that despiseth the gain of oppression. You ain't got no 501c3 charter. You ain't shaking down the congregation. Close the doors.
I know, right?
You remember that?
Yeah.
Damn ninja, man. All right. It says, that shaketh his hand from holding of bribes, that stoppeth his ears from hearing of blood, and shutteth his eyes from seeing evil. He shall dwell on high. His place of defense shall be the munitions of rocks. Bread shall be given him. His waters shall be sure. Thine eyes shall see the king in his beauty. They shall behold the land that is very far off.
And that goes into what, man? He's going to behold all that because he fears the Lord. He's walking in the spirit the Most High told him to walk in. You see? That's why all that's going to happen. Because that's what the Most High has promised to those that fear him.
That's right.
That walks in that wisdom.
That's right.
That walks in that faith. It comes with a reward as the Most High has promised, man. While everybody else who's doing the opposite, what did they have coming upon them? Plagues,
That's right.
death, destruction, famine, pestilence.
If you don't believe it, let's read it. It's 2 Esdras 15 and 5. It says, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
That's right.
You see, so
Get that next verse.
Get the next verse
Get the
in
next
there,
verse.
guy.
it says, for wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
That's why America is slated to receive the judgment it's going to receive. And before this, and even before the destruction comes, man, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is going to put complete hell upon you people beyond anything that you've ever experienced before. You see? Beyond anything that you've ever experienced before, man. And it's well deserved because you're too far gone. You have no fear. You have no reverence for Yahweh or his son Yahweh Shah or his men that have been set up down here to teach you this truth.
Right.
You see? You have such a lack of fear that you're gonna try to come and murder us before it's all said and done. And Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is gonna raise that standard on your ass. Let me get one real quick. This is Psalm 7 and 11. It says, the Most High judgeth the righteous, and the Most High is angry with the wicked every day.
Every day.
You see? And if we're living in the land of the wicked, how do you think the Most High's mind is towards this place? He's angry every day that the sun rises and sets on America. He's not going to be appeased or pleased until this place is completely destroyed, as he's prophesied it would. You see, that's the only thing that's going to appease the Most High. America being completely taken out of here.
That's right.
That's it, man.
That's right. It's written in the book of Matthew. He said, think not that I came to bring peace, but a sword. See, so the Lord's going to bring a sword, you see, because this prophecy that we're prophesying is other prophets. And to prove it, we're just going to go over here and read in Zechariah 14 and 12. This is a prophet, okay? This prophecy is other prophets. See, that's the Lord's testimony. That was Yahweh's testimony, was prophecy. You see, and most people they don't teach you that in these Christian churches. Instead, they're trying to get that bag.
Yeah. They tell you Jesus is love. Well, no, we tell you right here, Yahweh's prophecy, man. That's the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua.
Before you grab that, bro, let me grab this real quick to back that up.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Revelation chapter 19, verse 10, it says, "And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy." And that's the spirit that's on us, man. That's why we are constantly going into prophecy here at Great Millstone, because this is the spirit of Yahushua. You don't see that coming out of the Christian church. You got Christians trying to come up to the camp debating us, but they can't even tell you what Babylon the Great is. They can't even tell you what the mark of the beast is. You want to come up here trying to quote unquote debunk us. You ask them a question, where's Babylon the Great? I don't know, you tell me.
Right.
What's the mark of the beast? I don't know, you tell me.
Hey,
Well, nigga, what you coming up here debating about?
Hey, they'll sit there and think that the actual Philadelphia in the Bible is the same Philadelphia in Pennsylvania, where that Moab is over here in Utah.
Fucking idiots, man.
You got something, brother?
You got
You
it,
know?
bro.
Yeah, I got one real
Uh,
quick.
so-
No, that's all
Is that
right.
right?
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
let him
okay.
bring it out, and then I'll bring it out.
All
I
right.
know he holding something. I can feel it. He ain't saying a word, but I can feel it. He holding on something. So let brothers.
You got it.
All right, this is Numbers 35 and verse 33. It says, so ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
And a lot of our people don't understand the magnitude of what happened in this land with our people, man. They don't understand what has been done by the hand of Esau to us tribes here. From one end of the earth, from the east to the west, from the north to the south, Israelite blood has been shed all throughout this land by this nation of people. Not just by the founding fathers or Christopher Columbus. Even these common Israelite Edomites have shed our blood. What do you think about these lynchings that were going on? They would just snatch a Jacob and just hang his ass.
Right.
They showed you. I went back and watched this show called In the Heat of the Night. It took place in the 80s in this town in Mississippi. They were still hanging Jake down there, and that was in the 80s. So imagine the shit that took place from the time this place was from the inception of this place all the way up until now, man. I can guarantee you, it's a Jake somewhere being lynched right now in this land. So you got to add all that blood up, man.
Yep.
You see?
Hey, even though we're in the big city, what happened when we were out there in Castle Rock?
Yeah.
Y'all better be gone before sundown.
That's
Come on,
what
man.
they said to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We was like
Yeah.
holding camp. He was
We
like
were
holding
holding
camp.
camp out there.
And we stayed till the sun got down just to see if he was gonna come back and do some shit. And he ain't never come back. They're running your fucking mouth. But you gotta understand the magnitude of what is taking place with our people being slaughtered in this land by these Edomites, man. The only way this land can be cleansed of our blood that has been shed in it is by the blood of those who shed it. It's got to spill.
Yep. You had that one Jake out here in Elizabeth, man. That you had all these Edomites going around stealing his cattle, breaking into his property, shooting off guns towards his house. Sheriffs weren't doing shit. Nobody was doing shit. The local news had coverage on it. Ain't nothing was getting done.
Jake really don't get it, man. You see, Jake really don't get it. They really don't get how pissed off the Heavenly Father and His Son is, man. They don't understand the magnitude of the situation. And at the end of the day, it's not meant for them to get. It's only meant for us, the true believers, to understand. And we're in full agreement with what Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to bring. We're not trying to shy away from destruction. We're not trying to lessen the blow. No, everything the Most High has prophesied to come to pass upon America and the inhabitants of it, it must be. It needs to be done, because that's righteous judgment, man.
That's right.
That's finally us getting our recompense, our repayment. Hey, that's the true reparations. You see?
Precept. I got a quick precept on that. And shalom to the brothers on the comment board.
Shalom, Yahweh
Bayan Yasharala, Karatazar Abad, son of Yahabashim Yashar 144, GMS Tazadak, Da'aban Yahawada, Shalom Maki. I got this, what you just mentioned. You said that the Lord's gonna pay them back.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is Proverbs 22, all right, and 23. Now I'm gonna start at 22. Proverbs 22 and 22, it says, rob not the poor because he is poor, neither oppress the afflicted in the gate. For the Lord will plead their cause and spoil the soul of those that spoil them. Okay, and that's exactly what Yahweh Shema Shah is getting ready to do. Really, when we brought out that 2 Ezra 15, talking about the Lord's going to bring the sword, famine, death, and destruction. All right, when you keep reading that chapter, it says He's going to repay unto all the nations the things that they have done to them.
All
All right, continue to do so even into this day. And as the brother brought out, all right, Psalms 58, 10 and 11, you should want that. You should be rejoicing to see that the Lord is going to plead our cause, man. Okay? You should be rejoicing to see that Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai is with us. And that also when that time comes, you know that if he's bringing all the judgment that he said he's going to bring, he's also going to bring the rewards for the elect. So this is when we see different judgments go forth, man, it's a faith booster. All right, we know the God of the Bible, he moving, and he's really about to, like I said, he really about to make himself known. All right, by bringing judgments that's so bad on the earth that the people of the world will have no way other than to say that, hey, this got to be some kind of supernatural thing that's happening on the earth right now, man. Matter of fact, I got one more, if I may.
Good.
Okay, the book of Psalm 79. All right, I'm gonna start at verse 10.
I got one after you, but go ahead.
Okay, come. All right, Psalms chapter 79. I'm gonna start at verse 10, and it reads. Okay. Boom. All right, it says, I'm gonna start at 9. Help us, O Yahweh, of our salvation, for the glory of thy name, and deliver us and purge away our sins for thy name's sake. Wherefore should the heathen say, where is their power? Let him be known among the heathen in our sight by the revenging of the blood of thy servants, which is shed. So he says, make yourself known, okay, by in our sight by revenging the blood of the saints. It says, let the sighing of the prisoner come before thee, according to the greatness of thy power, preserve thou those that are appointed to die. Because the brother brought out, they're gonna try to rise up against us, man. They're gonna try to kill us. Right now it's all information wars, but it's gonna turn physical. It says, and render unto our neighbors sevenfold into their bosom the reproach wherewith they have reproached thee, O Yahweh. So we thy people and sheep of thy pasture will give thee thanks forever. We will show forth thy praise to all generations.
Right.
The Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai is going to make himself known by the revenging of the blood of his servants. And like I said, if you're in a righteous state of mind, okay, you should be looking forward to that. Because like I said, in this society, right? Let's say a ninja breaking into your house, he don't know you live in check to check, he steal your flat screen, whatever, right? Who's gonna pay him back for that? You think the police ain't gonna do shit?
No.
Most of the time, especially if you're in a so-called black neighborhood or Latino neighborhood, he gonna get away with it. They're not even gonna investigate it, right? But what do? We give ourselves the prayer, man. Romans 12 and 19. Avenge not yourselves, but rather make place unto wrath. When we finally see the Lord raise up, and we see the same ninja that we know broke into our house, his fucking brains get splattered all over the pavement, we're gonna be happy about that, nigga. You see? Okay? Because that means the Lord, he's moving. All right? That dude didn't get away.
Righteous judgment.
That's righteous judgment. And the people of the world, they got a problem with that, man. That's how you know they ain't coming in the right spirit. That's all I got.
Yeah, this is Zechariah 14 and 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
So I guess that's gonna happen in between Basra and Megiddo.
Right.
Come on, man. Come on, you niggas is tripping. This is talking about the result of wickedness for the people living in the land of America. They're gonna be melted with that nuclear fire, man. You see, in the lake of fire, not no fucking strip of land from Basra to Megiddo. How's that a lake anyway?
Right.
The fuck.
Should have learned your shapes in elementary school, man.
Right. Niggas didn't pay attention to geography class.
Good Lord, what the fuck wrong with these niggas,
And
man?
if you're following what's going on, if you just listen at the news, it's smart to listen to the news. You see, because we're seeing right now where this daughter of Babylon is backing
1948.
the 1948 is over there. You see those calling themselves us. You see, but the Lord, He sees all of that.
That's right.
And then you have nations like Iran, and that they angry over what they're saying over there.
The whole world is.
The whole world is. So so the Lord said here in Zechariah 3 and 8, it says, therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey.
Oh.
For my determination is to gather the nations. Don't we see that happening? On one side, you have great nations, and on the other side, you have the 10 horn nations of the daughter of Babylon,
EU.
the EU, NATO, you see. So we see it happening. So if you see these things are happening, then when you want to rush into the bosom of the Lord for some protection, or will you just stand there and take the blast of the Lord's fury? If you're going to take the blast, you're talking about burning here, you see.
I don't want no parts of that.
You don't want to deal with that fire. It says, let me read it again. Therefore, wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation, even all my furious anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
That's right.
You see, so that first woe and that second woe is past. The Lord gonna bring this third woe to
And
it.
it ends with what? America being drenched and completely soaked in nuclear fire, man.
Mhm.
You see? That's what's coming. So why in the hell would your mind be set on this place continuing on, knowing and understanding what Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua has foreordained to come upon this place? The judgment is set. This is what has to be. And every day that passes is a day closer to this being fulfilled, man. And it's going to be done.
If you look at the Lord said He's gonna stir up He's gonna stir up the knees. You see, so we're seeing that happening. You see, we're seeing that happening right now. We stirring it up, stirring it up. You
Like
saw-
Bob Marley, baby.
It's happening right now before your face. Just look at the news.
That's right. What's our brother got over there?
His word don't go out void. I got
That's right.
Proverbs 22 and verse 3. Simple, but it's a heavy hitter, man. This is Proverbs 22 and verse 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself,
There you go.
but the simple pass on and are punished.
That's right.
And that punishment that's gonna come, the great punishment is gonna be that thermonuclear fire, man.
That's it.
We hide ourselves under the shadow of the Almighty right now. We see it come to pass, man. Our eyes are open.
Oh.
I got some. I got something to add to that right quick, and then you got something to okay. It's the book of Sirach, chapter 7 and verse 17. It says, "Humble thy soul greatly, for the vengeance of the ungodly is fire and worms." All right, just to add on to what the brother brought up. Okay, that's the vengeance. Yeah, like, hey,
All right.
I'm gonna read that one more time.
Y'all keep playing, man.
I made
This
that
is
one more
not,
time.
man, the Lord is not playing, man.
Let's not play around.
The reward for wickedness is death.
Mhm.
And it's going to come in various fashions for a lot of people.
Mhm.
Yep. I'm gonna read it one more time. Yep. Sirach 7 and 17. Humble thy soul greatly, for the vengeance of the ungodly is fire and worms. All right, so that's the end result. Okay? No, ain't no way to stick that but through Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right.
Okay, you got a lot of guys. All right, talking about we don't gotta worship Yahweh Shai. All right, ain't no chariots. All kind of weird, bugged out things going on right now, man.
Jake just moving in the faithless spirit, man.
Yep.
Crazy.
You gotta know.
And with that, let me go into Revelation chapter 22, and we'll start at verse 18. It says, "For I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book. If any man shall add unto these things, the Most High Power shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book. And if any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, the Most High Power shall take away his part out of the book of life and out of the holy city and from the things which are written in this book." So at the end of the day, man, everybody outside the truth, you're adding and taking away from the prophecies, man. And guess what? Your name's going to be deleted from the book of life, man. And guess what's going to be added unto you? The plagues, destruction, death, famine, everything.
So all this idle talk, man, even Yahweh Shai said it, man. Every idle word that man shall speak, he shall give an account for it in the day of judgment. Meaning what? You're going to have to pay for this madness that you're spewing. So that's why we're about to see a lot of death around us and as we come into these dark times. This is Psalms 91 and 7. It says, 1,000 shall fall at thy side and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked.
Man.
So, hey, man, for us who are doing the right thing in the sight of the Most High, let's continue on in that. Let's continue on in that faith in Yahweh Shai. Let's continue to move, understanding and knowing what the Most High's will is, and continuing the hope, you see, of it coming to pass, man. Because everyone that's outside of that, there's nothing but punishment, harsh judgment. death coming, and ultimately that fire is going to rain, man. That fire is going to rain, and we want to be shielded from that. Lord willing, we be a part of that number. You see?
I gotta close
You
that.
got it.
Okay.
Hold on, what you got?
If you brothers, I gotta close that.
Con,
Okay.
Con, let me get one off the comment board, Baba Kasha.
Con, yep.
This is the brother Spiritual Arc 144K. Shalom.
Shalom.
Wow.
So this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 42, verse 13. It says, Yahweh Bashem Yahshai shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. He shall cry, yeah, he shall roar. He shall prevail against his enemies.
Mm-hmm.
It says, I have long time hold my peace. I have been still and refrained myself. Now will I cry like a travailing woman. I will destroy and devour at once.
That's a.
Dang.
The world is about to understand why Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua has the title of Al-Shaddai, man. Because that's what we find written in these scriptures.
Yep.
Harsh, brutal, bloody, grievous judgments, man. Especially for the inhabitants of America, the most wicked place on this planet Earth. You see? This is not a light thing that what's being done here in America is not a light thing in the sight of the Most High. And the world is about to feel it. You Americans are about to feel it. All you Israelites who are in the spirit of these Americans, you're about to feel it, man. You see? You Israelites who are not walking according to the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, you're about to feel it, man.
Hey, I got some comments on the board too if we got time.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Okay.
Whatever y'all want to bring up.
All right. Okay, now I got to close out. Yep. So I'm gonna get GMS Tazadak Da Banya Howard. He put up Ezekiel 35, okay, 3 on down to 8. 3 on down to 9, so like it. I'll read them real quick. It says, and say unto it, thus saith Yahweh, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out mine hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. That's the rulership of the Edomites, which the chief house of that is Babylon the Great, America. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh, I'll prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. So if thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
And if you extrapolate in the spirit, when he said he's going to make a desolation of this place, that should let you know it's talking about the lake of fire, man.
Right.
If you're moving in the spirit, you will understand that. But you dudes are moving like motherfucking Edomites, man. Having no type of spiritual flavor whatsoever.
Hey, these guys also said that Ezekiel 28th chapter, that it wasn't talking about Esau, it's talking about the literal king of Tyrus.
Man,
They can't. So next thing you know, they're gonna be saying Isaiah 19 is talking about is Israelites in Egypt.
Or Isaiah 13 talking about Sodom and Gomorrah, Babylon being in Sodom and Gomorrah. Well, I was talking about actual Sodom and Gomorrah. No, man.
Right.
Come on, you got to understand these things in the spirit.
That's right, in the spirit. Look on the back of your dollar and look and see what you got on there.
Yeah.
You have images of Egypt on the back of your dollar bills.
Wow, because it's a
You
spiritual
see,
Egypt.
because it's the spirit of Egypt. You have you call those
Pyramids
on the back of it, because
House
that's
of
what
bondage.
this thing. That's the house of bondage.
Right.
See, open your eyes. You see, the reason why you don't understand all these scriptures because the Lord's not working with you.
That's right.
Yep.
That's the reason why, and you're not chosen. You see, but those that have an ear to hear, those that are chosen, they understand what the Lord is doing.
That's right.
You know, that's the reason why Yahweh Shai said what he said about his testimony was the prophets, was the spirit of the prophets.
Yep. I'm gonna finish this out right quick. Ezekiel 35 and stop at verse 7 again. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate and cut off from it him that passeth out and him that returneth. And I will fill his mountains with his slain men, in thy hills and in thy valleys and in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy city shall not return, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh. All right.
Great I am, that I am.
Yeah. And then the brother also, son of Yahweh Shem Shah, I'm gonna just get this one, put up Malachi 4, 2 and 3. All right, but unto you, as a matter of fact, you gotta get verse 1 with it. Let me just get it right quick. Yeah, you gotta get verse 1 to go with it. But that's a fire priest. I'm gonna read Malachi 4, 1 through 3. All right, and it reads. I actually know what I'm talking about. You got it?
Yeah.
Go ahead and bring it out.
This is Malachi chapter 4, verse 1, and it reads, "For behold, the day of doom cometh, that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. But unto you that fear my name."
So what is that talking about? Is that talking about Basra and Megiddo? No, man. The day that comes, that's gonna burn as an oven. It's talking about America being set ablaze,
Right.
from the north to the south, from the east to the west.
And notice it said it shall leave them neither root nor branch. Okay, nothing to ever grow in this land ever again, and also going into the Edomites
Being plucked up.
being plucked exactly. Gone. Yep.
Uprooted. It says, verse 2, "But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings, and shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall, and ye shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet in the day that I should do this, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai of hosts."
Right. The Lord gonna turn these niggas into a pool of blood and powder. All right.
Now, does that mean we're gonna be actually walking in this land? No, man. It just means he's gonna bring our enemies down.
Right.
He's gonna burn this place up. He's gonna turn this place into ashes, just like he said he would. You see? But this place is gonna burn for a long time, and when the smoke clears, the only thing that's gonna be here is those desert creatures that you read about in prophecy, man.
Yep.
Hey, what it tells you in Revelation 18, Babylon is becoming the habitation of every unclean and hateful bird.
Right.
That's what's coming. After the lake of fire finally burns out.
Right. Kind of end of Isaiah 13 as well.
Isaiah 34. Come on, man.
Yeah.
What you guys talking about, man? You better get it together.
And I got this close out. Isaiah chapter 24, and I'm gonna read an NLT. All right. It says, "The earth will be completely emptied and looted. Yahweh has spoken. The earth mourns and dries up, and the land wastes away and withers. Even the greatest people on earth waste away. The earth suffers for the sins of its people, for they have twisted the Most High's instructions and violated his laws and broken his everlasting covenant. Therefore a curse consumes the earth. Its people must pay the price for their sin. They're destroyed by fire, and only a few are left alive. The grapevine wastes away, and there is no new wine. All the merrymakers sigh and mourn. The cheerful sound of tambourines is still, and the happy cries of celebration are heard no more." Because Jake right now is in the spirit of mirth. I have burgers and fringes. You know what I'm saying? It's an Israelite party, marches and all this dumb shit.
Fashion shows.
Shows.
Passover, that strip
Passover
club.
party, yup.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Niggas rap concerts at the Passover.
All that shit is being what? That shit is being taken down. The mirth of the land is gone, man.
Con.
That happy-go-lucky spirit. These people are just going through the motions, man. These people are fucking miserable.
Right.
They could barely pay their mortgage. They could barely pay their car note. They're catching hell on every side. We see these articles coming out. We hear the motherfuckers complaining on TikTok and Instagram. I can buy groceries.
Yep.
Right. Hey, like that.
Well, so like that article that just came out, just all 106 million women that lost their job in what was it, April?
106
I
million.
think it was 106,000.
So like
I was like, God
106,000.
damn.
Yeah, a million, right.
Isaiah 4, what about to happen tomorrow? Shit. Damn, what about to happen?
106,000. Salakia.
Sir, can you spend some bread?
Hey, but still, that's a lot of women, bro.
Yeah, that's my job.
A lot of jobs, and none of them can't. Hey, they went to school, they got their degrees, this and that. They can't get no job, not even at McDonald's.
Right. Hey, I was getting $780 in food stamps. Now I'm getting $80.
Yup.
$20 a week, damn it.
Good for your ass.
For 4 kids.
Now you can't buy that goddamn king crab leg and shrimp and shit.
Right.
Lose some weight.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
Raggedy bitch.
They continue. Isaiah 24, 8 NLT. "The cheerful sound of tambourines is stilled. The happy cries of celebration are heard no more.
Over with.
The melodious chords of the harp are silent, and gone are the joys of wine and song. Alcoholic drink turns bitter in the mouth."
Cause right now they can still do this shit. They still got this in a small capacity, but guess what? It's gonna get tighter and tighter and tighter. When all this right here is gonna be gone.
Right.
You going in the happy hour, going out to these nightclubs, all that shit is gonna be over because what? It's gonna be so tight. It's gonna be so dire out here. Once again, that the mirth of the land is gonna be fully sucked up out of this place. And you're gonna have to face the reality that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is doing this to you.
Hey, you got certain people that are starting to look at their jobs and be like, why the fuck should I work just to sit there and keep in a circle paying debt and being in debt and just wasting my life working? You
Niggas
got
on-
people think like that right now.
Niggas on TikTok screaming at the camera. I can't pay my bills. I'm behind on my da-da-da-da-da, going crazy, man. Why? Because they're feeling what Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is bringing to pass according to prophecy, man. What you got?
Con, yep. And just to add to that, everything they're working for, I meant to bring this out earlier, Habakkuk 2 and 13 in NLT. It says, has not the Lord of heaven's armies promised that the wealth of nations will turn to ashes? They work so hard, but all in vain. So you even if you do got a good paying job and you comfortable, you get money, you got rental properties and all that kind of stuff, the Lord gonna burn all that shit anyways, man.
She gonna collapse. They're gonna take it all from you anyway.
Exactly.
Because guess what? You got to go into that MOTD system.
Right.
You ain't gonna be able to have all that shit unless you get that damn chip.
Con.
So you're gonna have to make a choice, and a lot of people gonna make the wrong one.
That's the reason why I would say, ladies, if there's any listening, stop listening to these serpents. Okay, that's the mistake that Adam and Eve made in the beginning of time, listening to serpents.
Yep, con. Yeah, I'm gonna finish this out right quick. Isaiah 24:9 NLT. Gone are the joys of wine and song. Alcoholic drink turns bitter in the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
The city rides in chaos. Every home is locked to keep out intruders. Mobs gather in the streets crying out for wine. Joy has turned to gloom. Gladness has been banished from the land. The city is left in ruins and its gates are battered down.
2 Ezra 15.
Right. Throughout the earth, verse 13. Throughout the earth, the story is the same. Only a remnant is left, like the stray olives left on the tree, or the few grapes left on the vine after harvest.
2 Ezra 16.
But all who are left shout and sing for joy. Those in the west praise Yahweh's majesty.
2 Ezra chapter 2. You
Yep.
see? We shall be merry and have abundance while everybody else is suffering.
Right.
That, bro, that just showed you the apocrypha go. What he just read, that was 2 Ezra 15, 2 Ezra 16, 2 Ezra 2. Showing you that the apocrypha go hand in hand with the rest of the scriptures, man.
Yep.
This judgment has been written all throughout. Suffering is coming. These cities are going to be shut down. There's going to be chaos in the streets. People are going to be losing their fucking minds, man.
And notice one thing. I'm going to read that 13 and 14 again. Notice it said, throughout the earth, the story is
It's
the same. Only a remnant is left.
Worldwide.
And
It's
then,
going to happen.
in verse 14, but all who are left shout and sing for joy. So the elect, we looking for where we gonna be happy as hell. That's what's gonna make people think we crazy.
Well, hey, that's Job chapter 5. Job 5.
Yep.
And the thing is, even though they put this narrative of, nations coming up against nations, they're all coming up together to what? For the bankers to put in that digital system, man.
Right.
So it's going to be suffering worldwide. And it's what? The judgment of the Lord.
But like I said earlier, okay, we suffering now.
Mm-hmm.
We got to deal with this BS living in this society. So everything is in perfect balance. The 2/3 they having their fun, live it up, party and bullshit. It's all good. Like everything going to reverse. And finally, like we read in 2 Ezra 7, finally, okay, the righteous is gonna win. They shall no more be able to destroy him or to save him that is destroyed, nor to oppress him that have gotten the victory. And the victory is coming to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua's elect. Yahweh righteous will be part of that number, man.
Like Yahushua said, man. Right now, the world is rejoicing and we're mourning. But their rejoicing is going to be turned into mourning, and all mourning is going to be turned into rejoicing, man. Because what? Our mind is not fully set on this world continuing. Our mind is set on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua bringing in this world, this kingdom where indwell of righteousness, man. So that's what it's going to be. So for all you Israelites whose mind is fully set on America continuing on, hey, you're about to be in a bad way, man. A very bad way. And so with that, man, we're going to end it. Lord willing, that was edifying to the hopeful elect, because that's what we do it for. We're going to end it by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Wadash. A double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect Akim out there, pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai has created us to do. With that, we're going to say Shalom.
Shalom.
Blah.
Thank you for your precepts. That's a lot.
Hey, shalom, monkey.
Shalom. Yes, sir.